Good morning. In the last few lectures we discussed about the basic logic gates and universal gates and also about the Boolean algebra. Now we will discuss about some of the basic arithmetic circuits such as half adder and full adder that are used for performing the arithmetic operations. In this video we will discuss about the half adder. Half adder is a logic circuit used for the addition of two 1-bit numbers. So half adder is used for addition of two 1-bit number. That means if you are having two inputs or a circuit that has two input and two output, one output is the sum and other output is the carry. So if we consider the truth table for an half adder, here I told you that it is used for the addition of two 1-bit numbers. So let's say A and B are the two inputs. Then the possible 1-bit numbers are either A is equal to 0 or B equal to 0, or A is 0, B is 1, or B is 1, A is 0, and the last possibility is both the inputs are 1. So corresponding to this addition of these two 1-bits A and B, we can have the output as sum or carry. So there are two outputs. When A and B are 0, the sum is 0, the carry is also 0. When A is 0, B is 1, the sum is 1 and carry is 0. For A equal to 1 and B equal to 0, sum is 1 and carry is 0. And for A equal to 1, B equal to 1, the sum is 0 and there is a carry 1. So this is the truth table for a half adder. This is called half adder because it cannot accept a carry in from previous additions. That means suppose I want to add one more bit here, then there will be having a possibility of carrying this one to the next bit or next numbers. That is not possible using a half adder. That is established by using a full adder. So this is the truth table for an half adder. So from this, if you analyze the two outputs, the sum and carry, you can see that this part, the carry is exactly like the logical operation A and B. So carry is A and B in the case of an half adder. Now if you consider the truth table for the sum output of an half adder, you can see that output sum is high only when either of the inputs are high. If both the inputs are high, the output sum is 0. That means it resembles exactly like the exclusive OR gate, that is A or B. So we can say that the output of an half adder has two parts. One is the sum, which is given by A exclusive OR B, and the carry is given by A and B. So now we have to realize a gate, logic gates or combination of logic gates which performs this action. Or we have to realize the half adder using basic logic gates. That can be simply, we can say that by using an and or exclusive or XOR gate, we can construct an half adder. So if you consider an AND gate with two inputs A and B, which will give the carry, that is A and B, the carry part of the half adder. And if you consider the XOR gate, this is the symbol used to represent a exclusive OR gate. The one input is given, the other input is also given to here. So now if you consider this output of this XOR gate, it will be the sum of the output of half adder, exclusive OR gate. This can be realized by using the basic gates, because a XOR gate is not an exclusive OR gate is not a basic gate. So let's see how we can realize this half adder using the basic gates, that is OR and NOT, that we can realize in this way. The carry part is easy because it contains only an AND gate, but we need an exclusive OR gate, that we know that A exclusive B can be in this way, A B complement plus A complement B. So first of all, the input, suppose I am giving here A, then it is A complemented here, which should be given to an AND gate. So this will be, here it will be A complement B. Now we have to use another AND gate to get the other part, that is AB complement. For that, A is directly given to this AND gate and B is given to this gate through a NOT. So here we will have AB complement. Now these two has to be given to an OR. So here it will be AB complement or A complement B, which is the A exclusive or B or X or B. So this is the sum. Now to get the carry, these inputs has to be connected to an AND gate. So here it is A and B, which is the carry. So this is the realization of an half adder for using a basic gates, the AND, OR and NOT gates. Now we know that the NAND and NOR gates are the universal gates. So using that gate we can construct any combination of logic gates. So using NAND and using NOR gates alone, we can construct or we can realize an half adder. For our practical cases, we have to construct an half adder using NAND gate. So in this lecture I will discuss the construction of an half adder using NAND gate. Before constructing any logical circuit, what we have in our mind is that we should be aware of what should be the output. Here for an half adder, the requirements are we should have two inputs, that is A and B, the two inputs, and we are having two outputs, the sum and carry. This S represents sum and C represents carry. Then this sum is the one of the output and which is given by A exclusive of B, and C is given by A and B. So using a NAND gate we have to construct an XOR gate, and so we have to construct an AND gate. We have already seen how we can construct an AND gate using NAND gate. So let's start our construction of XOR gate using a NAND gate. For that, let's consider a NAND gate first. So here we are giving the inputs A and B. So here the output will be A and B all complement. Now we are using another two NAND gates. Here one of the input to these NAND gates are the output of the first NAND gate, and the other inputs are the actual input of the circuit itself. This is a NAND gate. Now these are given to a NAND gate. So here it is A, here it is A and B all complement. Here also A and B complement, here it is B. Now the output of this AND gate is A and B complement all complement, and here it is A and B complement and B are the two inputs, so their ANDed complement will be the output. Now these two are given to this one, so let's see what this will give. It will be A and B complement is the one of the input. It is ANDed with A and B complement and B complement, all complement will be the output. Now what this, let's simplify this expression. Using De Morgan's theorem we can simplify it like this: A and A and B all complement, or because if you consider this part alone, the split according to this one, it will be A and B complement, or A and B complement and B complement. So this complement will be the same variable itself, so it will be like this. Then next term will be A and B complement and B. Now this will be equal to A and A complement or B complement, or A complement or B complement and B. So this will be A and A complement will be 0, then A and B complement is A B complement, or A complement B, then B complement and B is 0. So what we are getting is A B complement plus A complement B. So this is equal to A XOR B. So this circuit actually gives A XOR B, that is the actual sum we require. Now what we need is an AND gate for the carry part. So here it is A and B all complement. If you take this part and give to an AND gate, it will be here it is A and B all complement, which is again complemented, so it will be A and B, which is the carry. So sum and carry are obtained. So this is the realization of an half adder using NAND gates alone. This circuit we are going to do for our practicals. So that's all about an half adder. The main problem with an half adder is that it cannot accept a carry in from the previous addition. That means if you consider this addition of 2 bits, for the combination 1 1, we can have a sum 0 and carry 1. Now suppose we are having a third bit, then we in order to add this third bit to this A and B, we have to consider this carry. This carry has to be added with the third variable. That is not possible using an half adder. That's why it is called a half adder. The carry in from the previous addition cannot be accepted by that circuit. Now that's all about half adder. Now we will discuss about the full adder. That will be discussed in the next video. Thank you.